Boom! We're back.
Hey!
I'll post that one
How
up
did that
there.
happen?
I'm up. I've gone live on the phone. So we're going to wind this up real soon. We'll just make this a little short one, which we won't save into the future. But let me know if you got any questions. Yeah, maybe I should be that way, right? I'm having a look at this. Yes. Oh, sorry, John. It was all about me. So, we will, live viewers, there we go, pulling them in. Tom's here.
Here they all come. They're coming
Justin
back
Gray's
again.
here.
Look at that.
Load us up. Yes.
Look at that. We got more people back now than before.
Harrison Tate's here. Hey Harrison, thank you for
Hey.
fixing up the store. I was up all night. I kept going and going and going, but then when I turned it back on, I couldn't work out where. I just disabled so much stuff, and I couldn't work out where it all connected.
I
But,
wandered out into my lounge this morning and I heard this.
Oh bullshit! You did. You did not. I'm just glad he didn't walk out in his birthday suit. Yeah. Jeez.
Forget someone was there.
Oh my god! You didn't even know I was there. So anyway, so I worked at his lounge room table all night, but that was good. We got it done.
We got fire engines coming.
Tell Boy and Rodney.
That's Delboy and Rodney is.
That's what we're going to call the show tomorrow, okay? Paul?
Delboy and Rodney.
Del Boy and Rodney is what we're going to call the show tomorrow.
That's what's that show called, Paul? I've forgotten.
Yeah, help him out, because he's got the memory of a golden fish.
Exactly.
That's what he calls them.
Golden fish.
I don't know what happened. Maybe sometimes we say something wrong, we get cut off.
Exactly.
So
We get deleted.
we always have a little bit of problem.
Only fools and horses.
Only fools and horses. There you go.
Open all hours was better.
Yeah, so there you go. So this is Reacher Report. We're going live every night at 9 p.m. if we can. So, you know, just check your phones, check your iPads. Every night we'll try and make it entertaining, and we'll try and make it informative, and we're going to document every day what the questions have come in through. We have live chat on our website. We have a telephone number 562
6844928.
Yes. So we have, you can call us 24/7. A major announcement. As of yesterday, Indira Aguilar has joined our team. So we have our first person stateside who is going to be working with us. Indira and her brother Jorge, or George. He is like one of my best friends in America. He and I have traveled we did a trip in 2013. We did 10,000 miles together, 26 states in 28 days. And we only had 3 flights and 2 train trips. We did a train from... we actually were going to go from Kansas City to Chicago to Washington, D.C., and Washington, D.C. to New York, but Amtrak was 7.5 hours late.
You could have driven.
We could have driven. We couldn't have driven. So we flew. When we realized that we're going to miss our next train, and we
Yes.
had to fly. But here, if you saw a train 7.5 seconds late, right?
You
there'd
miss
be,
it.
There'd be somebody, being lined up and slapped. Right? This place is incredibly efficient. There is no delays. The only delay I've ever seen on a train is when is the heavy snow. I've seen one, not all trains, just 1 or 2 trains, where they might have come in from the south or something like that, from the north. So
I remember walking down the platform to catch one of my trains in Shanghai. I was walking down the platform looking for the carriage I was supposed to get in. This little girl grabs me, pulls me into the train. The door shuts and I look at my watch and we were due to go at 1:05. It was 1:05 and we were off.
that's how it rolls. I've even had the door close on me on a country station, right? Because in the cities they'll close the access to the train's platform 3 minutes
Yeah.
before, so everybody can get on. But in the countryside, you just it's open. So
Open slather.
so anyway, it closed. It actually closed on me. I could have shoved my bag in, but then I thought my bag might
Go
get taken
down.
away. So I actually missed the train by that much, right? But they don't wait for no man, right? Punctual, efficient, clean, so
Efficiency.
clean. No graffiti, no mess.
Oh, none at all.
Like you can drop your rubbish on the ground. I know it sounds horrible, but in Shanghai, for example, there's 50,000 people employed to keep the streets clean. So you don't have to feel bad if you just drop something on the ground, So
And for the first time, I must admit, for the first time in 16 years going backwards and forwards to China, yesterday I saw my first tagging on a billboard.
Yeah.
First ever. Now that clown must have been from overseas, or he'd been overseas, because the way the tag was done, it was some foreign idiot that was here. Hopefully the cameras caught him.
Yeah.
You don't need that crap.
This place has got a camera on everything. There's no crime here.
No.
Like, there is a little bit of crime, but the police have got their own crime busting channel, and they kind of show everybody how they bust every crime. They show every car accident. They show every horrible. Like, it's horrible. Some of it's horrible, but boy, everybody's aware.
They show you fake canning of Budweiser.
Oh, you saw that? The Budweiser factory? That was pretty
fake
amazing.
bottling of Heineken I saw yesterday.
Oh,
and
my goodness.
Fake bottling of Hennessy.
Oh, we knew that.
Hennessy, fake.
Yeah, we knew that. So, Julian Pearce is here from the UK. See, we like it when we get a little bit of a UK audience because, Reach It doesn't sell in the UK, but some guys in the UK buy from Reach It.
Exactly.
Yeah, like we're not interested in that market, but I think we're interesting to that market, right? So we're happy to support those that are interested in us, but we're not interested in it, right? So we're focused on the United States of America.
I've got some guys in Ireland
and Canada
lately, and
but we have
been calling me.
We have told some Irish boys that they're welcome. Like, we are interested in Ireland.
Ireland.
Yeah, so we may be interested in Wales as well, Julian, because maybe the Welsh.
Wales.
The Welsh are a little bit different.
The Wales.
No, not those Wales.
Oh, okay. Hey, they're the Irish and the British and Irish Lions. Talking about the Welsh, they're now in New Zealand playing the All Blacks this weekend.
Who's going to win, Johnny?
Of course, who?
Who?
The All Blacks!
Yes.
God damn!
He is... There you go again.
Damn!
That's how we roll.
The All Blacks are going to win on the weekend. Hey, and guess what, guys? Unfortunately, the Kiwis are not going to win the America's Cup because yet again today, Oracle proved they cheat.
Unbelievable.
Dean Barker was leading, and he must have got the little call in the air going... Dude,
pull up.
We do help you guys out. Can you pull up? Because we still want to cheat going in 1 point ahead in the final.
2 points ahead. They want to go in 2 points ahead.
Exactly.
They can go in... Basically, they've set up the rules that they can actually go into a 7-yacht race having already won 2. Right? Basically, with 2 credits, without even racing in it. And the challenger, up until now, has never been able to race against the defender has never been able to race against the challengers. Now they're racing in the challengers series, and they're going to win the point from the challengers series and give it to themselves as the defender. And they've already won it. They've already given themselves a point as the defender. It's fascinating. If you want to see sport bastardized by money,
go and watch it.
And then Oracle funds the Japanese team, so that Oracle contributes towards it. So Oracle today was racing against Japan, and Japan was winning by a whole lot. And at the
all
end,
of a sudden
they go across the finishing line as Oracle across the finishing line. So
probably it'll absolutely amaze me if going into the final they don't rewrite the rules again and go,
they did that last year.
We just got an extra point because we decided where to hold the race.
Last time New Zealand, like you remember, New Zealand's going to 4 million people, right? And Oracle is like one of the wealthiest companies in the world, and so New Zealand was ahead what?
8-0.
8-0 or 8-1?
8-0.
8-0. And Oracle had written this little play your get out of jail free card and call an emergency whatever, and they played this card, and then
they put Herbie onto the boat, and Herbie is a mechanical instrument controller that is on all the big Boeing 737s and the planes, and it actually controls the movement adjusted by wind effect, and yet again cheated to keep the America's Cup, which, by the way, was never ever called the America's Cup.
We're still here?
Yeah, we are.
That was an inbound call. Somebody coming in from Michigan?
Someone coming in complaining about the America's Cup. No, sorry, the English Cup. The English Cup.
The English Cup. Oh, that's a bit of history there for you from Johnny Heslin. So you can see why he's a good salesman, right? He's very passionate about what he has to say. Doug Rucker's here. You're late.
No, he was in before. Doug joined before.
Oh, I see. Doug.
But then Doug had to go and help Ron out again.
Had to take a pee and then come back.
Come back and say
have a beer. Yeah, it was good to see you back again, Doug.
You had a beer yet, Doug? I know someone who has.
So anyway, like we're pretty proud of our sports prowess. We punch above our weight in sport.
Yeah, punch above our weight. We've even got Joseph Parker, the famous Joseph Parker.
It's looking like it's pretty hard for you to punch above your weight right now. Don't bullshit me.
Says Humpty.
Don't do that.
Come on.
I'm not showing my belly, right? So there you go.
It's fair to say I've got to get back in the gym. The baby's growing.
Yes. And I'm moving, like I'm signing after this show. I'm going over to sign a lease for a new house.
He's going to be my bloody neighbour.
Yeah, I'm going to above him. He's on level 41. I'm going to 48, right? But he's got like a palatial place. I'm not into the palatial stuff, but he has got a palatial
Yours
house.
is 2-story.
That's still 2-story.
Yours is 2-story, 2-level.
So I'm going to go over and sign the lease, and then we're going to build a studio in there. So we're going to run Facebook Live from there.
We're going to have a drink to celebrate signing the lease.
Maybe. Well, yes.
Well, yes.
I mean, anytime. So yeah, so we're going to do that. So I might be able to show you a new home soon, and a great view. How many? 20%. I'm still good. What else we got on? Reach It Rewards is just about to be launched. Harrison has loaded it into the website. Now we're going to look at how we're going to use it. It's basically, 10 points is $1, and then we have a policy of nothing for nothing. So anybody who does anything for us is going to get Reach It Rewards credits in store. You give us referrals, they come good. Well, you can split rewards, so you don't have to be greedy. You can share, you can forward your rewards onto somebody else. If we use a photo, we'll throw you rewards. If you whatever, like we're even thinking like we're going to print some t-shirts, some Reach It t-shirts, and if we see you at certain events, any event, right? We'll see you at any event as a billboard for Reach It. Like then we'll take a selfie of yourself and blah blah blah. So we've got some ideas how to play with this, right? Have a bit of fun with it.
And
Doug Rucker.
Still in store down the bottom of our page. All you military guys, all you vets can still come in and register for Reach It Rewards.
Yeah, that wasn't just a Memorial Day campaign. That's a permanent. That's policy, right? That's you guys. I know Rick Inuit he just bought some Reach It stuff off us, and he's just registered, or he's about to buy. I think so. He's just registered.
To buy again.
And there's a validation process, and I don't know how long it take. How long did it take, Rick, if you're still there? But there's a validation process. We send it off to an independent. You're like blah blah blah, a bit like your credit card. You know what I mean?
And it gets blah blah blah.
And it gets done like that, and then we're good. Perry, can you read that? What events are you going to do in the US? I'm not sure. The one I'm working on. The one I'm definitely doing is the UAMCC.
Oh yes, Doug's. Ron's. Doug's.
Well, Ron and Doug are not really.
The Ron and Doug show.
Ex-presidents. Now they have the Ron and Doug show, or the Doug and Ron show. The Cleaners Live every Thursday night at 9 o'clock. Facebook Live. So but we're definitely doing the UAMCC. Like last year, we went to the huge convention. The year before, when I did the big Victory V speech, there were about 700 people there. Last year, there were less than 500. So it was kind of like
you weren't speaking.
It was kind of it's possible, but it was definitely less. And then after that, we went to the UAMCC National Convention, and they had like 750, and they took photos of everybody coming in and out. So it wasn't just a bullshit number made up and right, whatever.
Awesome.
You could see actual photos, and they were smart that way to make sure that everybody knew that it was a real number, not a just talked up,
not a made up one.
So I'm pretty passionate about UAMCC, and the other reason that I'm passionate about the UAMCC is that if you want to follow anybody on Facebook, you follow Patrick Clark. Patrick Clark is a success story, and he credits so much of his success to the UAMCC, the leadership. And he was a young guy. Now he's got his own property. He's got multi-million-dollar business. He just followed the formulas that the boys gave him. And some people find that hard to do, but he didn't, and he followed them. And there's not just him. There's loads of guys. Doug will tell you all the guys. Doug Ruck has got his pressure washing school. Ron's now started a sales training school. Like Ron will teach you how to win multi-million-dollar contracts. Like that stuff doesn't happen at the small end of town. And it took me years, me and Ron sort of had a lot of battles, used to cuss each other out a lot. But as I listened to more and more testimonials, like we really cussed each other out, but he's allowed to do that, and I've got a thick skin, and I'm allowed to say shit back. So, and he's got a thick skin, so we're good. When, if you go back, I remember the story, right? Is that all this PC stuff happening in America? We were talking about some guy, and he said, "Yeah, my granddad said this." He said, "I used to be a sheriff, right?" He said, "As sheriff, this is before phones and mobile phones and all that." And he says, "Back in those days, I had a gun in one hand and a fist in the other, and it was up to me which one I used. In those days, men were men, and women loved it." Right? I love that. So it's back to the days where men are men and women love it. Right? Well, that's where we're going. There's not to. It's just.
With
there's
all
no
the PC correct garbage.
There's no such thing as
there's no such. turning into women.
There's no such thing as equality, not between men and not between women and not between men and women. Like, this equality is just a bullshit way of dividing communities,
Or
right?
men that are women.
The only pitch, like China has equality running because, do you know why? They say everybody's equal, everybody's equal, everybody's equal, we're all equal, we're all equal, we're all equal. All you hear is we're all equal. Everybody's equal,
Yep.
right? The way that happens in America and New Zealand and Australia is, this community here, this race, they need to be equal.
Well,
Right,
this
and what
community
happens is
here,
they create in your mind. I know this is political, but and I know that you're not meant to talk political, but you think about it. As soon as somebody said this group needs to be equal or given equal rights, you divide them from the people that are listening, and then you divide the community whether they agree or don't agree. So then, when those groups started as big groups, instead of saying everybody's equal, everybody's equal, everybody's equal, and teaching that, like when you speak, you create a form, right?
Like
so
when
God spoke the world into existence. If you follow that principle, right?
Is that like when you say my little 5-year-old Mary believes that she should stand
No,
up
no,
and
we're not
pee
going
like
there.
Johnny?
No, we're not going there yet,
And
right?
then you
So we're not going
separate
there yet.
them.
No, we're not going there because it's just basically it's not that point. That's where it progresses, where people take advantage of it. The point is that
was
you
my point.
break down society group by group by group, and you say these people should be equal. These people should be equal. Military rewards takes
less than
less
an
than an
hour
hour
for it to be approved.
Great.
Awesome.
Thank you, buddy.
Awesome.
And so every time you draw their awareness, these people deserve equality. These people deserve equality, and the unit gets
Divides.
smaller and smaller and smaller. It's a piece of social engineering to make everybody fight and become unequal and become aware of the difference. Like when they get down as tight as 0.00001% of the population that are transgender, and then make that a national campaign that you should treat them as equal. I didn't even know they existed. Right? Now I'm aware they're existing. Now I have to think about whether I agree or not agree, and then now they're separate in my mind, right? So if you listen to Joe Rogan interviews a professor and he explains it amazingly well, right? It's really, really powerful stuff. So you don't want to buy into that stuff. So Ron will give me stuff, and anyway, so back to the UAMCC.
Exactly. You went way off track.
And but there's so many stories in there of guys with multi-million-dollar deals, like from Doug in the time that he's president, from Ron the time that he's president, and it's not about whether you like them or not about whether
John,
they piss
agree.
you off or not about whether you think they're a loudmouth or not about if you think they're obnoxious or not. The bottom line is there are guys out there making millions of dollars because these guys help them.
Careful, the PC collect. Wait, Rick.
Like
The PC collect.
we're all equal. Even the liberals. But you see, I divided by saying that. I'm just trying
You've
to
had one too many soda waters today.
Case in point, I'm just trying to show you the principle of how it works, right? You hide your division with a mask of equality, and you pretend to everybody that you're doing the right thing by them, but actually you're dividing them. You're trying to break down society so it can't stand against government. In order for the population, who said that? What are we talking about? We're talking politics.
For someone young.
Come on, let's reach a report, right? We don't just talk about what
We were talking about rugby and America's Cup racing.
We've got
before.
military rewards. We've got
Military
Reach It rewards.
rewards.
Like Reach It rewards is a general universal program. Military rewards is for guys that have served. Get 5% off. We got some stuff.
You can go into the bottom of our website now. You can go down and register for military rewards.
Yeah. Oh, back to the events in the US, yes. So we're definitely going to the UAMCC. We're going to try and go to the PWNA. We're not going to the huge convention.
Did we get invited?
We didn't get invited.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, I know.
I wonder why.
I wonder why.
Oh, damn.
I wonder
why.
If you ever want to watch an amazing movie, watch Searching for Sugar Man. He's an American guy, amazing singer, got absolutely ripped, jagged. But it's an amazing, amazing story. So he became, just to give you a little bit of insight, he became the Bob Dylan of South Africa during the breakdown of apartheid. As an American singer who was a demolition expert who actually made some CDs and DVD, back in the days of CDs and DVDs.
And we're actually going to be in America in July for a reason, and we may come and see some people, but we're going to be there for another reason.
I could run one event in July somewhere. July.
We'll see where we come in and out of.
I just got to see how much time I can get away from the factory for. So
see when we come in and out.
But I can send John to see you. John can drink.
My God.
Yeah, and Jorge Jorge owes me a bottle of tequila.
He
as
does.
a celebration
yeah,
opening our new factory.
1800. I'll come and join you, Jorge. We'll have the tequila for him.
Yeah.
We'll film us live drinking Perry's bottle of 1800.
Yeah, that's right. Not like my last bottle of 1800.
Oh, that was just
$62 bottle.
catastrophic.
And I dropped it. I put it on top of my bag at the airport, and then I went to do something, and then I came back, and John said, "It's not good news. It fell off your bag." So smashed.
I even tried
On the
straining
footpath.
it through.
Yeah, when I came back, I just could see him on the ground. Like I thought he was like doing that thing where they kiss the ground, like facing one way.
I
And
thought it was a Pope.
yeah, the Pope. That's the guy. That's who I was thinking of. But actually, he was just sipping the tequila up off the concrete.
Exactly. You can't waste 1800. God damn. You cannot waste 1800.
Holy dooly! What's the time, Johnny? 10 o'clock. We're out of here.
Oh, the boys got another 10 minutes of entertainment.
Oh my God! 10 more minutes. It's fantastic. So people ask if we've been
what
drinking.
do you want to know about?
Yeah, ask a question. I can't even read the screen.
You need your glasses again.
I don't wear glasses. I do too. I got like 3 pairs of glasses, but I'm not used to them yet. I'm going to
He
get
buys a new
contacts.
pair every couple of days because
Like,
he loses
you
one.
can buy them so cheap here. Like, walk in and you don't even bargain, and they're like $12. You know.
Oh,
So-
you could bargain for a couple of hours to save $1.
$1. Yeah, they would.
They do.
Time is money.
Yep. Yep.
So what did I not cover? DI tanks, events. Because this year, like, we're going to spend more time in the factory, expanding the product range rather than promotion. So I really want to make sure that we've got new products coming out every month. And then rather than the face-to-face presence, we're going to have a Facebook presence like this.
Yeah,
and
we've
then
got trips
you guys
for-
will spread the word. You'll be able to share this. Like I put this up on my wall, and then if you want to share it, if it's been a good episode, fire it out there and get people like interested. And just say like 9 o'clock every night. Some nights we might only come on for
5 minutes,
5 minutes or 10 minutes, but we're going to try and do our very best. Like 9 a.m. our time is
9
be here and see if we can say something of value. Right? We'll say something ridiculous as well, but well,
we don't usually
No.
say anything ridiculous.
something a little bit ridiculous.
Exact. Well, we could be really ridiculous and say we're going to do a trip to New Zealand, but
We're not going to
there's
do
no
it.
one there to see.
It's too far, actually.
Yeah.
Right? That's
It's
my
like
point.
it's like the back of nowhere.
And like the scenery. I mean, the girls are like huge.
Oh, exactly.
Right?
It's a bit like going to.
Well, there's a difference between a sheep, in the middle of winter, and a sheep, just
in
after
summer,
they've been
just
shorn.
after they've been shorn. Yeah, that's the
Right,
difference.
that's
That's
it.
the difference.
There's just a difference,
Yes.
so, I'm more into Sean's sheep myself. Well, that sounds wrong.
They must be Sean. Way to see the old live shows. Yeah,
Yeah.
Rick, you should be able to go into Perry Tate's Facebook wall and find the live
Yeah,
shows. They
you
should
can
all
do-
be up there.
You can do a search like now. I don't know what the first ones are called, but now we call them Reach It Report. So you can actually do a word
Well,
search.
Harrison, if you're listening, can you please post them into...
Oh, there he is.
Oh, there you go.
There. And then what we'll do, we'll always
Post
call them
them.
Reach It Report. And then Harrison will teach us how to teach you how to search for Reach It Report, and that'll just pull them all up. Because Facebook is actually searchable, which is kind of weird because none of us, well, I don't, but I should, because then
Well-
I'd be able to cut and paste all the answers I've
Yeah,
put
put
on
them
there.
up on the side. It'd be awesome.
Do you know I spend like 4 to 5 hours a day for the last 6 years on Facebook? That's a lot, right?
That's a heck of a lot. No wonder you're going to get a new iPad or laptop every now and then. You're sitting on Facebook.
No, that's just because I like to have the latest thing. So that's good. Apple's going to be bringing out a new iPhone in maybe 4 months.
The way I break
Can you
my
imagine-
phones, I might need another one.
I'll give you a little bit of Apple data. 80% of Apple's sales are for products that did not exist more than 18 months ago. All right?
Karen Stevens is
John.
here from Australia.
Karen! How are you? Aussie.
Bah.
That's just sacrilegious. All right, what does Harrison say? Can you read that?
Harrison says, what if I put them up as a site or create a playlist in your video section on your page? That'd be a great idea.
Yeah,
Playlist in
great
the video
idea.
section.
Reach It Report, pop them on the page, and then people can go and find them on the page.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, Laurel and Hardy a bit. Like, we'll make it fun. Mark Strange is
Mark
back.
Strange is back.
Mr. Northern Light, how are you?
How are you, Karen? We are awesome.
See, now we're in shutdown, Johnny. No commercial secrets.
I reckon.
I got the spies are in.
Karen, ask hubby how those cans of Foster's are going.
Yeah. So for those of you who have heard of Foster's brand of Australian beer, we do not drink Foster's in Australia. You can't even buy it in Australia, can you?
I don't know.
Oh, because you never go to Australia because you're a Kiwi.
Exactly.
Well, there
I
you
think
go.
Foster's gave up when their America's Cup boat sunk.
Oh, true.
Yeah, they sunk the beer brand.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
So, Karen, we're
They don't
coming
know
up
how
with...
to play rugby either because they haven't beaten us in a long, long
They
time.
have not. We're coming to the end of our time, Karen. Like, we're going from 9 till 10. Well, actually, we promised to start at 9 o'clock every night, and then we're going to go until however much time we've got. I'm off for straight after this to sign the lease for my new place, so that I'm going to build a studio in there. So it'll be pretty cool. We'll be able to have we'll have a screen, so I'll start being able to interview some people, and have, use Skype to interview them, and then put the image up on the screen, so you'll see all of us on the screen together. And then we're also building a big media studio, like a big media studio for Harrison, and then we're going to run a proper Gary Vaynerchuk style, Grant Cardone style broadcasting area there. So then we're going to go pretty crazy. Fly Mr. Ron Musgraves out to China when that's finished. That's the game plan. And then he and Lee Burbage will be welcome in China. And then we're going to go to Beijing. We're going to go to some famous
walkways.
glass things like glass walkways, glass slippery dips,
Glass
bridges, right? Anything glass. We're going to go and see some glass in China. And we're going
Glass
to
bottles of vodka.
a couple of glass bottles of vodka.
Tequila.
May put them on Baijiu on the last night.
Oh, yeah, we should do Baijiu just before the flight. They'll
Like
enjoy
them
that.
out, those boys.
They'll sleep well on the flight.
Yeah. So so we're looking forward to that, and then showing just demystifying this place a little bit, showing how efficient it is, how all of the technology made in America has been used here, and used well, with great government, giving good instructions, fast, rapid development of new ideas and stuff like that. So and you guys saved some money today, like you Americans. Whew.
Whoa, they say billions today.
Billions.
Wasn't that awesome? Oh, Rick's off to sleep.
Okay.
Good night, Rick.
I think it's our time too, Rick.
Yeah, we're going to go.
You can lead us out.
Yep.
Right?
I like that idea, Rick. I like the idea
I like the idea
of the DI tank and the mini pole.
Yes.
I saw that before, the mini pole.
Custom poles. If you need a custom
Now the
pole.
boss has spoken. She wants the mini pole and DI tank.
I know. I'm going to make her a custom pole. That's Rick, right? So if
No,
you need
the boss has spoken. She wants a mini pole.
Oh, she wants a
and
whole
DI
mini.
tank. Oh, sorry, Rick. Sorry.
Okay, that's good. So anyway, we can make a custom pole if you need to, because we're a genuine manufacturer. So we're not just buying stuff in and then having to sell you what we bought, right?
We're not just a dairy.
We're not just putting stickers on Chinese poles, are we, Mark?
No, we're not just the corner dairy.
Yeah, we're not. All right.
Very good.
Sayonara. This is Bill and Ben, the Flower Pot Men, signing out. And
good night, Larry. Good night from me.
And
good night from him.
see ya.